Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and we are playing Gravity Rush 2. Yeah, so it's the sequel to Gravity Rush, or I guess in my case, Gravity Rush Remastered on the PlayStation 4. And what a coincidence, my community has just had another posting. Okay, yeah, so Gravity Rush 2 takes place shortly after the events of the first game. And of course, as you see right here, I actually have two stories, two game modes. Yeah, I will be doing both, but obviously for right now I'm going to be sticking with the main story, Cat's Fate. And, well, you know, it's been, the last time I played this game was last year around, like, I think it was around maybe May, I guess. So, not really too long ago, let's say about maybe 9 months, give or take. Yeah, so, I don't know, I just decided to come back to this game because I wanted to do the recording for it. I was planning on doing the recording for this game near the end of 2017, but unfortunately I kind of, you know, I kind of ran into some, you know, some issues and also some other games along the way, so it was kind of hard to balance out everything else. Yeah, so I had to postpone this, but, I mean, here I am now. I did technically beat this game once. I mean, I do have a complete save file for it, but I'm going to do a complete new game just for the sake of it. If you choose to start a new game, you will override your old autosave data. Proceed anyway. I mean, it's fine. I mean, actually, I even backed up the autosave too, so in case anything actually does happen, or if it would happen, I don't know. I mean, I seem to kind of get a little bit bad luck when it comes to me recording these games. You know, like maybe sometimes the game crashes or whatever, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. I mean, I don't remember this game ever crashing on me, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe once, but that's all I can think of. And just right off the bat, we have a bunch of miners. Well, I gotta say, it's getting pretty crazy. Whoa. You know, just like before, you have an unidentifiable language, because I really couldn't tell you what language they're even trying to speak. Doesn't sound anything familiar to me. Or if it's even real to begin with, I don't know. So good thing there is subtitles. Oh yeah, that's right. It actually uses the... it actually uses the speaker on the PS4 controller for this. Yeah. Left stick to move, right stick to move the camera. Options for pretty much system stuff, or pausing the game in general. At least it's giving me a short tutorial. Although it's kind of strange. For a Gravity Rush game, this is kind of an odd start. I'm playing as a miner all of a sudden. Of course, your question would be, where in the world is Cat? Brace for impact. Kind of trippy. Oh. Something's happening. You're inside the atmosphere. I gotta say, it's still pretty cool. It's almost a little bit immersive that way, like having a real radio on hand. I mean, it would have been nice if the original game actually had something like that, but I mean, then again, though, it was a port from the PS Vita, so I doubt there was anything even remotely similar to that. Follow the miner. Oh, first person all of a sudden. That's different. Actually, I think the first game also had first person, thinking about it. Although I don't think I ever really used it that often. It was just, I guess, to get your bearings for the most part, but... You know, I kind of completely forgot in the first game that I even had first person mode. You know, actually, I guess you could technically even play through most of the game in first person if you really wanted to. Strange place. Oh, storm's coming. Yeah, I could see that. All miners evacuate? Don't leave anything behind. Well, it seems like we're the only ones left. Press square to mine. Okay. Although the question is, what am I mining? And what's up with this weird vortex? Whoa. Oh, hey, well, this cat and Sid. That's kind of odd. So I guess I technically was playing as Cat. Oh, run to the drop point. Running. Jump. Press X to jump. The storm is starting to get worse. Whoa. I'm just following Sid at this point because I have no idea where to go. I just hope he doesn't get lost. I wish Dusty were here. Actually, that's a good point. Where in the world is Dusty? And for those who don't remember, Dusty, it was Cat's faithful companion. Lisa? Who's Lisa? Well, whatever the case, thank God she was here. Oh yeah, you gotta love these style cutscenes. Actually, I can even move the panels with the 6-axis capabilities on the controller. So that's actually pretty cool. It's almost like a comic book style. You've both been nothing but trouble since you showed up. You didn't check the grav levels, did you? No, we're really sorry about that. Two lost grav suits. Our rules demand we always pay our debts. Sorry doesn't cover our losses. Well, I mean, they're hungry. Lisa, wait, can't we at least have dinner first? No, and don't bother complaining. Oh, that's harsh. I can't take it. I shouldn't even have to care about gravity. The nonsense about shifting gravity again. Get back down to Earth. We're off. Set a course for Banga. How did we end up like this? That's a good question. How did they end up like this? Our trouble started with the incident at New Hiralion. We were pulled into the horrific gravity storm and drifted through the rift plains. When we awoke, we were with the boat people who worked the city stolen by the storm for ore. Their leader, Lisa, treated us like her slaves. The days when I was Hexaville's gravity queen seemed so long ago. I hadn't seen the other gravity shifter, Raven, or my partner, Dusty, since. All I had left was an empty stomach. I guess kind of a quick recap, I guess. So how they got here? I mean, not much. But actually, that kind of also brings up the other thing that there is actually an animation for this game in a way, taking place like shortly before the events of Gravity Rush 2. I think it was called Gravity Rush Overture, I think. Yeah, you know, I think I might actually maybe post a link to that in the description. In case any of you want to take a look at it. It's actually not too bad from what I've remembered. Well, it seems like a simple boat town, I guess. Chapter 1, Banga Settlement. Lisa, is something up? I thought we had today off. Convey a message to Misai for me. Make sure the fleet has enough spare gravitational power. Sure, but why do I have to go? I'm exhausted from a hard day's work at the mining site and... New as you might be, you remember our rules. Right, all debts must be repaid, and a lazy worker is a hungry worker. Deliver the message. When you're done, report back to me. You don't pull your weight, you lose your weight when we stop feeding you. Got it? Everything seems to be bribed upon food, I guess. By the way, have you seen Cece around here? Cece? No, I'm not sure where she could be. If you do, tell her she better remember to look after the livestock. Sure, I'll let her know. This sure is rough with her people. Deliver the message to Misai. Yeah, where is Misai actually? Yeah, so welcome to the Banga Settlement. Banga, whatever. You know what? It's kind of be going. It's gonna be that same situation where I don't know how to pronounce some of these things. I mean, considering I can't even understand their language, you know. Well, I'm just gonna go with the Banga Settlement. That's just how it goes for me. Yeah. So as of right now, I can't really seem to do much. I'm more or less just a normal human. Let's see. If I were Messiah, where would I be? Let's see. Right is controlling the camera. Let's see. Left on the D-pad goes into first person. I mean, it's not too bad. It's pretty cool. I'm sure we'll get more controls later on. I guess I can try the system menu, right? Announcements. Well, of course, yeah, you get announcements for any upcoming thing. I don't think there's really any more announcements at this point. I mean, this game's been out for over a year. I was just talking about the DLC. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things here. Challenges, treasure hunts, mining sites, photo reviews. Which, actually with that, I'm probably not going to be doing too much of those photo reviews. Because, I mean, it's just there, not really anything too necessary. Well, I don't know, I'll think about it. If I have time, I'll consider it. But, you know, there are some things I'm going to probably skip. Because, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Map, missions, power-up, talisman, system, yeah. A lot of things are locked for right now, but we'll get into that sooner or later. Messiah, he's probably getting the mining boat ready. He's a hard worker for a youngin. A youngin? Might be a bit rough, but you can't question his dedication. He might still be green at all this, but pay close attention to Lisa and remember our rules. A lazy worker is a hungry worker. Got it. Is that their motto now? A lazy worker is a hungry worker. So pretty much meaning, if you don't do anything, you're not going to get fed. But you know, seeing how technically Kat wasn't even... She didn't really volunteer to do this. She was just thrown into here after the whole incident. Hey, you making yourself useful around here? Of course, I do everything Elisa asks and pull my weight. In fact, right now I'm trying to find Messiah for her. Oh, Messiah's over prepping the mining boat. Oh, ew. What? You're getting a little ripe there. It smelled like one of our animals. Maybe you should take a bath. Ah, come on. What do you expect? I'm forced to sleep in the bird coop. And I just took a bath last night. You just took a bath last night and she has to sleep with the livestock? That's kind of sad, actually. Well, I mean, then again, though, she used to... Her home in the first game was in the sewer, so... I don't know. Messiah, huh? He's usually over at the mining boat. He's obsessed with mining, so he's always tinkering on that thing. Thanks, I'll just head on over to that mining boat then. I was hoping to get the day off, but at least I got on my case. You better listen to her. Remember, a lazy worker is a hungry worker. I know. Alright. So I guess all signs pointing towards the mining boat. Jump. Thanks for reminding me how to jump. There is Messiah. Excuse me. Yeah? What do you want? Kind of tell me one of your tall tales? Tall tales? I heard that whole spiel about being able to control gravity. Cece might fall for your stories, but I won't. Messiah, don't be so mean to Kat. I'm not lying. If you don't want to believe me, that's your problem. I just come here to convey a message from Lisa. She wants you to check the fleet's gravitational energy. There, message conveyed. Tell her to leave it to me. I'll double check the levels and top them off. Who knew delivering a simple message would be such a hassle? Oh, almost forgot. Lisa had a message for you too, Cece. Don't forget to take care of the livestock. Oh, no, I forgot. I need to get over there fast. Cece, remember to focus and do a good job. Guess that's my cue to take off. Hold it. What? I conveyed the message. What more do you want? Before you head back to Lisa, let the workers on the windmill boat know they need to check the fuel supply. Isn't that supposed to be your job? Just tell them. I'm already up to my neck in work. Alright, I'm going. Gotta head over to the windmill boat. Where's that at? You know, thank God I have an actual indicator to let me know where to go. And kind of give me some distance here. Although kind of strange, it's in yards. I mean, I'm not complaining, but, you know, just typically when I see games having, you know, compasses and distances, it's usually measured in meters. I gotta say, it's a pretty odd place. I don't know. Ugh, I don't think I can go back. Well, I guess I can try dropping down, I guess. Well, maybe not. I have a good idea. Well, I guess that's kind of the problem. Right now, since I don't have Dusty, and since Dusty is somewhat the source of Cat's powers, can't really do much. You know, at least for the most part, control-wise, it's about the same as the first game. Actually, kind of more surprised I'm even still remembering the controls, since, you know, it's been almost a year since I played this. I got a message from Asai. He wanted you to check the windmill boat's fuel supplies. Hmm? Oh yeah, I suppose it is getting around that time again. Better get to work. Wouldn't want to get Masai fired up. Hey, is he always that high-strung? He's just serious about his work. Sure, he's a little rough around the edges. But once he warms up to you, he's an alright guy. I see. Though, what I don't see is Masai ever warming up to me. Thanks for the tip. Then finishes off my chores, better report to Lisa. Okay. So far, I've just been running errands. Trying to make sure I'm landing right, not falling off the edge. Guess try to live at first person. Why not? I'm going to make it my goal to try to use more first person. Just because I can. Cece, one more time. How did you not notice the livestock running away? I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm not asking for apologies. I'm asking for reasons. Well, I was straightening my doll's clothes, and when I looked up, the animals were gone. Not a great time, but here goes. Hey, I did what you asked, so I'm here to report in. Fine. Here's a provision. Rest up for tomorrow. Right, thank you. That's all I'm getting, huh, for food. Cece was in tears. I hope she's okay. Sid? Come on, you're already asleep? And in my bed, too? The only thing you're good at getting is... you're doing good at getting out of work. And And I was going to give you half of my bread. Huh? What? How's a person supposed to sleep in a shed full of ducks? I guess she did. That duck is so creepy. Episode 1, Sad Angel. Actually, I kind of forgot how many episodes there were in this game. I think it was like, what, 25, 26, something like that? I don't know. Get up. Have you seen Cece? She's gone missing. Haven't seen her since Lisa dressed her down about the livestock. I don't think she came home last night. Lisa told me Cece was just blowing off steam and to leave her be. Really? Sounds kind of cold of Lisa. It is her daughter. Well, technically, she's not Lisa's daughter. It's complicated. Complicated? How? Oh, right. Cece's a drift rat like us. One of the storms dropped her here. Right. Lisa felt sorry for her and took her in. Treated her like a daughter ever since. I see. Well, we can't just leave her out there. Sid, let's split up and search for her. Got it. Find Cece. Question is, where? Hey, any idea where Cece might have gone? She can't steer an airboat, so can't have gone far. And she's not supposed to go to the gravel pit alone. Guess I better check Banga over. Right, I'll check inside the airboats if you check outside. Got it. Figures I get stuck with the hard work. Of course, having to get stuck with the hard jobs while Sid does the easy work. I mean, I guess Sid is really just good at just trying to get out of work. Anything else? Lisa, do you have any idea where Cece might be? No, but she'll be back. Just leave her be. You're not worried? Worrying doesn't solve anything. I don't have time for coddling. Our job is to work hard and repair our debts. That's our way of life. Wow, harsh. Yeah, no kidding. That was kind of harsh. I mean, yeah, granted, it may not be blood related, but they still care about one another, don't they? Let's see, where to go? It's gotta be another... I guess I can ask Masai, right? I don't know. Or not. Let's see, where else? Sid better be actually looking for her? Okay. Well, what else could he really be doing? Oh, I see a spot over there. Oh, this is kind of tedious since I can't do anything but run. I don't know, that's like playing a Spider-Man game where you can't even swing off buildings. Yeah, there aren't too many places around here. It's kind of a cozy little town. Well, I guess I put the word cozy very loosely. Cece? I saw her in the bird coop yesterday, but I haven't seen her today. Do you know anywhere she might go? Are you gonna tell Lisa? No, it'll be our secret. Okay, well, Cece sometimes goes over to the gravel pit. That's where the gravity storm first dropped her. The gravel pit. Got it. Thanks for your help. The gravel pits. Oh, I think I see her, actually. Cece? Catch Cece. Oh, this is gonna be a long run. Well, I guess she's not supposed to be going to the gravel pit, but... Well, I guess she usually goes there now because... I guess more or less she's trying to figure out where she came from. Hey, isn't this where me and Sid first landed here? Hexaville must be so far away. And without Dusty, I can't even shift gravity. If I had to drift here, why did I have to end up with Sid? I hope Raven's alright. Where could she have gone? No, I can't start thinking about it again. Raven and Dusty can fend for themselves. I'm sure they're fine, wherever they are. For now, I just need to concentrate on finding Cece. Yeah, as of right now, we have no idea what happened to Raven. Which, I don't know. Hopefully we could find her eventually, wherever she could be. Hey, you know, I'm just kind of glad we ended up as friends at the end of the first game, not mortal enemies. Trying to be careful not to fall here. CC, where are you going? It sure got dark all of a sudden. Yeah, no kidding. Navi, she must be in trouble. Okay, R2 to evade. Try to remember that. Dodging maneuvers. A gravity storm. What, they're gonna leave us? Yes, gotta find Cece quick before the Navi get me. Let's just hope Sid can help me out. Okay, that. Huh. Well, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Granted, jumping in this game is a little bit, I guess, ironically floaty. It's almost like I have no gravity when I'm jumping. Oh, what is that? Well, no, at least Sid is reliable. Well, scratch that. So much for a cop. Seriously, Sid used to have been a cop, so I don't know. Wow, that was awfully convenient. Dusty? He disappears out of nowhere. Cat, perfect timing. You up to this? Of course, as long as Dusty is... Well, nice to meet you, Dusty. Alright, Dusty, you know what to do. Grab the giant Navi's attention. Alright. Finally, I got my powers again. Having quick time events? Finishers. When you've managed to weaken a powerful enemy, you have a chance to finish them off by pressing the touchpad. The touchpad button is displayed. Okay, but yeah, I guess that's kind of different. I think before they used to have the finishers as the triangle button in the first game because, well, again, the original Gravity Rush was, well, Gravity Rush Remastered was ported from the Vita, so not too much you could have really done with that. All right. What was that move? A spiraling claw? Alright. Jackpot. With Dusty and my power to control gravity back, I escaped that bind. But when the gravity storm faded and the settlement returned from evacuating... Oh, Lisa doesn't look happy. Hey, Lisa, we should be thanking Cece. Cece found Dusty, and with Dusty, Cece, there won't always be someone to help you. You need to learn to watch out for yourself. I'm sorry. Lisa just doesn't want to go through the same tragedy again. Again? Girl, I mean, Cat. I apologize for thinking you were just lying about your past. Thank you for bringing Cece back. Oh, well, no worries. You can use the spare room in my airboat from now on. Awesome! No more sleeping with ducks for me! Now, about your partner. He'll be out of action for a while with that injury. My partner? You mean Sid? He was hurt that bad? When someone goes down, it's up to their partner to pick up the slack. What? Good luck, partner. With their apology and generosity, I discovered that the tough exterior wasn't all there was to Lisa. However, it was still a large part. Thanks to Sid being out of commission, I would be pulling double duty. How convenient that Sid had been injured. That badly. Oh, what's this? Huh? Oh, look at that. I get a new outfit. And my clothes are as good as new. Did Sid do this for me? Well, okay, granted, she was wearing this outfit. Yeah, this is technically, what do they call it, Shifter 2.0 outfit, but she was wearing this outfit before the events of this game, at least according to the plot of the animation, anyway. So, it's not really anything new to her, but I don't know. Not really sure why she wasn't wearing it until now. I guess so. I wouldn't have expected it from him. My clothes are back. They're back. You're back. Things are looking up. What do you say, Dusty? Should we go work out the kinks? I'll take that as a yes. Alright. Shift gravity and float. Alright. Let's see. L1 to return gravity to normal and to drop to the ground. So simple. One more time. I can really get around the settlement. Stop mid-air at the designated location. Now I can shift gravity. It's... okay. While floating, tilt the controller or use the camera to... okay. I don't know which would really be easier. Me using the 6-axis ability on the controller or just using the right stick. Well, actually, I think I remember... it's faster, technically, to use the controller to tilt around, but unfortunately, I can't go all the way around. That's the problem. Or, I mean, I could, but it would just be awkwardly having to rotate the entire controller a 360-degree motion, which is so weird to do that. I mean, of course, I could just use the right... I'm most likely going to be using the right stick more often than not. I mean, unless I want to do something really quick, I would probably... unless I want to do some like quick motion, or if I'm under a time limit, I'm most likely just going to be using the right stick for the most part. I don't know. We'll see. I might just play back and forth between those two things. Anyway. R1 to fall forward towards the marker. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Float in place. Shifting gravity. Pressing R1 will cause cat to float. When floating, a target marker will appear on the screen. While floating, aim the blue target marker with R or by tilting the controller. Then press R1 to fall forward towards the blue target marker. Yeah, that's the thing you gotta keep in mind. You're not technically flying. It looks like you're flying, but you're not technically flying. What you're actually doing is falling at a different direction. Remember, Cat can't fly, she can only change the direction of gravity. So, in a way, I guess she can change the gravity to fall forward, and then kind of gives her the appearance that she's flying, but in actuality, she's just falling forward. I mean, you just gotta keep that in mind. It's not necessarily flying, but it's close to it. Gravity shifting. You can press L1 at any time to return to normal gravity, R1 to float or stop mid-air, or fall forward, L1 to revert to normal gravity. You can change camera and motion sensor settings by pressing the options and selecting system. CC, I wonder where she's up to. Okay. Conversation with CC. CC, how do you like my new clothes? Those are the clothes we found you in when you first dropped here. Yeah, they were beaten up pretty bad, but Sid mended them for me. Sid did a great job patching him up. Yeah, who knew he had it in him? Cat, you've got an amazing power. Not to mention, you're always so positive and so strong. Thanks to you, Cece. Me? But I haven't done anything. What are you talking about? You're the reason I got my powers back. If you hadn't found Dusty and taken care of him, I might have never seen him again. Yeah. You're welcome, Cat. And you too, Dusty. Alright. Still going with this tutorial. Still kind of funny I'm able to drag people along with me. Find the person who called. Where? Trying to find who called me. drop down and talk to go on. Conversation would go on. With all that flying and falling, you got yourself a nifty power there. And those clothes look right fancy. They suit you. Yep, it feels like I'm back to my real self again. Guess I should practice a little more to remember how it works. Don't push yourself too hard. Wouldn't want to be sore from your mining shift. Maybe I should head over to the windmill boat. Alright, one more time. Vert gravity to normal. If you're shifting gravity, press L1 to cancel. Shifting and return into normal gravity. If you run into the ground while shifting, shifting will automatically cancel. Hey, Masai. So if I were to just shift straight into the ground, it would just cancel immediately. Yeah, it may seem like a little confusing at first to figure out how all this gravity stuff works, but it really isn't. I mean, once you play around with it, you'll start to find shortcuts and ways to get around. Hey, Masai, how's it hanging? Don't go acting all hot just because you're some fancy gravity shifter. I'm not acting hot, but you gotta admit it is cool. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that partner of yours, playing up the whole injury thing to get out of work. He's not playing it up. At least, I hope not. Why does Masai always have to be such a downer? Maybe I should go practice where there's no people. Head further to the gravel pit. Why not? Of course, I can somewhat steer myself a little bit with the left stick. Alright. Shift gravity and fall to the rock's face. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna probably use the stick this time. Oh, now I actually have a gauge. Time to stop shifting gravity back to normal. Okay. Head towards the marker. Gravity gauge and energy gems. When your gravity gauge runs out, you can no longer control gravity. Energy will recover naturally over time as long as you aren't using any gravity powers. You can also recover your gravity gauge's energy by collecting energy gems. After shifting gravity and falling to a wall, you can move with the left stick, jump with the X, evade with R2, or perform any other actions you could if you were on the ground. Okay. I guess also to kind of give you... well, I guess to give you a little bit of perspective as to... You know, not to confuse yourself as to what position you are. Well, I mean, like... You can always look at the scarf to make sure that wherever you're standing or what spot you are, it will let you know where the natural fall of gravity is. So, like, for instance, my... scarf is pointing downward somewhat, so it's obviously gravity shifting downwards like there. In a way to not to disorient yourself as to shifting gravity, because at times it might get a little bit confusing. Might. And towards the marker. You know what? I'm going to try first person this time. First person shifting. Yeah, wouldn't this be something if this could have been played in VR? But then again, I doubt it would really work too well. But I don't know, maybe for like a bonus thing. Oh, I'm having a hard time just landing. Yeah, this is a narrow spot. Obstructed navigation markers. If something is obstructing your view of a navigation marker, the marker's visual would change to indicate that. Shift gravity to get around the obstacle and continue towards your destination. Yeah. At least it gives me an audio cue to let me know my gauge is about to give out. Replay the tutorial. I don't think it's necessary. A little bit sluggish, but I'll be fine. Need to find Sid. Okay. Guess I'll head back. I guess I'll collect these crystals along the way. Or should I say gems? Motion sensor. You can adjust the camera angle while shifting gravity by tilting the controller. Motion sensor sensitivity can be adjusted by pressing the options in the system. If you set the sensor to 0, you can turn off the effect of motion sensor. I could if I really wanted to, but I don't know, maybe I like to play around with it for a little bit. Find Sid. Where in the world would Sid be? Sid. Where would Sid be? Need some kind of clue here. Sid? Sid? Oh wait, I think I see him. Wow, you made that all by yourself? You're so talented. Mr. Sid, what did you do back in Hexaville? My job? I was a cop. Protecting and serving, that's me. What's with the robotic hand? It's kind of odd. That's so cool. Did you protect the city with Kat? Yep, she was a great assistant. I was... assistant? I was more than just an assistant. I was calling the shots, the brain, you might say. Wow, he's trying to woo the girls. Wow, check out Kat. Yo, Kat, looking good. The material these pretty ladies lent me, I patched up your old clothes. So I have you to thank. That fits like a glove, eh? I trimmed the chest for you. What? Hold on. Weren't you supposed to be too hurt to move? I got worried when I didn't see you this morning. Oh, well, a guy needs rehab, right? So I went out on a walk. So you can move. If you can walk, you can work. Ow, ow. Oh no, you okay? Must have strained something. You know how these injuries are. Yeah, I sure know how those injuries are. Dear stations. Kat, we're leaving. Lisa needs you. Do me proud, Gravity Queen. Good luck, Kat. Episode 2, Lonely Request. Alright. I think at this point... You're telling me you don't need a grav suit? Nope. Not with Dusty. So, that thing's the source of your power, huh? Fine, then show us what you can do. Ooh. Take this radio with you and watch yourself. It's dangerous out of the mining site. But don't worry, I'll be sure to bring home a big haul. Okay. I guess I'm about to go on a mining adventure, but I think for right now, I'm gonna probably call it as... Well, I've gotten a lot done right now, but I don't want to make this video too long. I got data 1, data 2. I'm gonna just start a new one just to not confuse myself. But yeah, for right now, not too bad. Managed to get Dusty back, got my gravity powers once again. And now I'm still doing manual labor. But hopefully it won't be too bad this time around. Since I can now shift gravity again. Alright guys, I'll leave it at that. I'll get back to this game a little bit later, whenever I get the chance. This is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.